What's up, YouTube? Back at you with Summer Shredding Episode 2. We're going to be breaking down my entry video, my post video, some transformation pictures, and a step-by-step approach on exactly what I did to lose 20 pounds for the 2019 Summer Shred Challenge. Hopefully you like today's video. Little flex, a little bit of aesthetics. Let's get into today's video. So this is my starting point for the 2019 Summer Shred. As you can see, I look like a meatball. I'm just going to let the rest of the video play out. I believe I'm going to be 180 on the dot. Okay. You set this Oreo down, or maybe I'll put it right here. Now this is the ending point. As you can see, a really nice mini cut, not super shredded, but definitely nice aesthetics going on. Calves look big, chest looks nice and full. I'll let the rest of the video play out. Go ahead and hop on the scale. 162.4. Toes are shaved. Board chokes are getting loose. Let's go through my posing routine. So got some side-by-side comparisons for you. Now something I get frustrated with is on the grams, a lot of people do transformation pics and they really didn't transform. What they did is they took the same exact body and took a better picture and better lighting and did a better angle. So be careful when you look out for transformations. Like if you're going to buy a 8-week transformation program, make sure that you see the videos and it's not just pictures. So as you can see, I have the videos and pictures. You can see the scale weight and you can really see the difference. Same exact lighting, same exact spot, same exact clothing. So back over to the whiteboard. If you guys watched episode 1, first thing I did was I wrote out my goals. So my goal was to get to 160 pounds. And if you watch the intro to this video, you can see that I hit 160 pounds. And I didn't want to necessarily get contest lean because I wanted to maintain some strength. So I know if I would have got contest lean, for me is roughly around 148 pounds. I know if I would have hit that, I would have lost all gains in strength. I would have been shredded, but I would have definitely lost all my strength. So again, I wrote down my goal. As you guys can see, I hit my goal of 160 pounds. I did pretty good at maintaining my strength. I didn't lose any PRs in the squat, bench, or deadlift. Now let's break down what I did, my macros, make it super simple. This might be something helpful for you guys on a next mini cut or a contest prep. So because it wasn't an official prep, what I did was plus or minus 10 grams in my macros. So my starting macros, again, if you watched episode 1, is I kept my protein at 150 grams all the way down. I'll kind of talk about what I did, but I wanted to experiment with 0.8 grams per body weight, and that roughly put me at 150 grams. So I didn't want to be eating chicken breast and steak and fish all day long. So I wanted to experiment with a little lower protein and see how I felt. Felt great. So I got maybe just one 8-ounce chicken meal, and I filled in the gaps with a protein supplement, Ghost Vegan protein powder, if you're curious. But my starting macros were protein 150, fats 80, and carbohydrates 270. And my total calories at the start was 2,400. And I knew that this would put me in a slight caloric deficit. And so what I did is, because it wasn't a contest prep, I gave myself enough time to get lean very slowly. So what I did is I slowly tapered it down over time. So I tapered it down from 100 calories about every week and a half or 2 weeks when I hit a plateau. So if I went a week and a half or 2 weeks in a row without losing any weight, I knew it was time to drop, and I would drop it very slowly by roughly 100 calories. So How did I get my 100 calories? I just minused roughly 5 grams of fat and roughly 15 grams of carbohydrates. With roughly, if you do the math, brings you to roughly 100 calories or 105 calories. So my starting macros, I just went over those, but it was roughly 2,400. 150 protein, 80 fat, carbs were at 270, and if you drop down here, these were my indie macros. So I had to lose 20 pounds, I had to drop my calories all the way to 1,800. Now in 1,800, what my calories look like, or macronutrients, is that, guys, keep your protein the same is what I did. I kept my protein the same, and I just minused my fats and my carbohydrates. And I just skipped it, but I went to 22, 2,100, 2,000, 1,900, and my ending was, again, 1,800 calories. Now, as I slowly tapered this down, and as I hit more and more plateaus, increased my cardio. So what I did with my cardio is I started off at 3 times a week at 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. And as I hit more and more plateaus, I increased it. So I went from 15 minutes cardio to 20 to 25, and I ended at 5 times a week at 30 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster, plus I did 10,000 steps every day. So what I would do is I would do my cardio on the stairs, and later on at night, when it was cool, because I live in Vegas, I'd walk outside and I'd get roughly to 10,000 steps. So I was kind of doing 2 a days with cardio. So I slowly tapered up my cardio. Again, 15 minutes, 3 times a week, slowly to 20, 25, 30. I kept it at 30 on the stairs and increased my steps and my total activity. So guys, very simple. Let's just recap on what I did. Again, my starting calories were 2,400, which I knew would put me in a slight caloric deficit. My protein was at 150 grams. Fat was at 80, and carbohydrates were at 270 grams. So what I did is, when I hit my plateaus again, all I did was I kept my protein the same, and I took a few of my grams of fat and grams of carbohydrates away. And roughly every time I hit a plateau, I would drop my calories, roughly 100 calories coming from my fats and my carbohydrates. And I did that 2,400, 2,300, 22, 21, 2,000, 19, and then 1,800 calories, which I hit my goal, again, if you watch that intro video. And then I slowly tapered up my cardio. So guys, you don't want to start off at an extreme caloric deficit. And for me, as you guys can see, I hit my goal of 160 pounds, and this was roughly over 13 weeks. So if I was doing a contest prep, I'd probably give myself 20 weeks to get down to roughly 140 pounds of body weight, which would probably put me at 7 to 6% body fat. I'm around 12% body fat right now. As you can see, some small baby gains right there. Just woke up, it's July 6th. So I woke up to the news that Kawhi Leonard is going to sign with the Clippers instead of my team, the Los Angeles Lakers. But that's besides the point. It's about a week after SummerShredding. In the SummerShredding ending video, I weighed 162.4-ish. We're going to hop on the scale today and see if we hit my goal that I wrote down over here of 160 about a week later. Better late than never. Let's hop on the scale. 160.6. Let's check out the back shreds before we get into today's video. Looks like it's Christmas in July. Let's start the damn video. Just looking good.